So good afternoon all. Today we have Mr. Nayon Baruah from the designation is Group Head Corp Finance and Treasury from Aishwarya Group. So sir, can I ask you this some few questions?
Yeah, very well.
Okay. So how was your overall experience in the India Treasury Summit and Award ceremony?
Uh, to be honest, having been part of many such events, I would think that this is one I would rate it very high because what we expect as a panelist, as a speaker, always is the audience. And I can tell you that the kind of audience that we saw today in the morning hours, normally in Mumbai it is not like that. So I would rate it. I would believe that there must have been some lot of hard work that has gone into this to ensure that the delegate hall is full, and we have a very interesting discussion, and that boosts our own speaking or our thought processes, and it was a very good session. I would rate it very high.
That's great. So big industry expert, how do you see the treasury management industry in next 5 years?
See, treasury management and corporate treasury, like we have discussed in the panel as well, it's evolving. So it is not earlier treasury used to be typically back end support in terms of just managing the forexes or the cash flows in the short term. And then it evolved into getting into banking and liquidity management in the mid term, long term. Today, treasury is actually a part of the entire business enabling process, wherein it has to understand the business nuances, and then also guide and evolve in term or guide and give a planning in terms of how to mitigate the risk in the overall business cycle, not just about the funds or the liquidity side, because one entity within the entire group which actually has a lot of data, and you can process those data in terms of analyzing, evaluating the business overall, with understanding the global cycles or the possibilities globally, and to be able to deal with a black swan event kind of a scenario. I think the corporate treasury role has expanded a lot. The horizon is much beyond, and businesses are gradually realizing and taking them as a integral part of the overall strategy or a business growth plan. So there is a huge importance in corporate treasury, and I thank Cinex for taking this up and bringing out this discussion.
Thanks. So the last question, what would you like to say on your experience with this INEX?
My personal experience has been good. I think the good thing is that you reached out to me a couple of months back so that I could plan and I think the only problem with people like us who at the leadership level is, somebody, I can tell you there are people who call me a week earlier and say that can you be a part of the panel. So it is very difficult. We cannot do that, and it's good that you have taken this up a couple of months, and you have worked a lot in terms of selecting the panel, identifying a very right mix of people around. So my personal experience has been good, and personally to you and your team, Harshali and all, it's been an excellent experience. Thank you so much.
So thank you so much, Mr. Baruah, and thank you so much for valuable time for the interview's question. Thank you, sir.